Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another video. You guys have been giving me a lot of amazing suggestions, and this suggestion's pretty interesting because it's the Anstalt, terrorism in the Middle East, Iraq, Iran, ISIS, 23/9/2014 with English subtitles, which is perfect for us because, I mean, although I understand a lot more German, I don't understand the best German. Like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications and all that fun jazz. We stream on Twitch every single day. I've been holding myself to it, holding myself to the fire. Got a 12-hour stream coming up soon. So that's pretty much it. Iraq, Iran, obviously what we can say about this period of time was very, 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 very polarizing, controversial, and for several reasons, like the motive for the U.S. being out there in the first place to, you know, the aftermath of all the events that unfolded. So if you guys have any takes on what happened around that time globally, let me know in the comments down below. I know it was a very sensitive time, so, you know, just be respectful of other people's comments. Not a good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive those deep into things. Exactly what we're working with. Let's go! Oh my God, bro.
ISIS. Hören Sie jetzt mal auf. Okay, gut. ISIS.
He's like, can you stop? He's like, what the fuck?
Na, was ist jetzt? Eingreifen oder nicht? Keine Ahnung. Kann man nicht mal erstmal Ursachenforschung betreiben, bevor wir... ISIS-Versteher. Man kann das böse...
Oh my God. If we don't do anything about this now, then you're a sympathizer. Oh, dude, I gotta send your pictures. Bro, every time I tell you guys I'm gonna send your pictures, I get distracted. So please, like, blow up my Discord DMs after this, and I will send you your pictures, I promise. I didn't forget. I did forget. I'm not gonna lie. I forgot, bro. I have a lot of stuff I do off screen, and I completely forgot. But I'll send them to you. I have your pictures. I'll send you your pictures. If anything, try to go to the picture section after this stream, and I'll try to put your picture underneath the picture I drew of you, or I'll put your picture that I drew of you under the picture you submitted in the pictures channel, if that makes sense. So, boom. But, yeah.
Sie nicht verstehen. Man kann es nur bekämpfen, indem man rechtzeitig eingreift.
Ah, verstehe, wie die Amerikaner damals im Mittleren Osten.
Ja.
Oh, gut, super.
Wow.
Spielen wir das Ganze doch nochmal nach. Guck mal, wir stellen uns vor, Sie sind Amerika.
Okay.
Viel Spaß. So.
Hey, man, they're about to slam dunk on America. What the hell? All right. What are they about to say, man? What did we do that was so bad? You know, like, what did we do that was so bad?
Wir gehen zurück in der Geschichte, und zwar in die Geschichte des amerikanischen Eingreifens.
Okay.
So, gucken Sie mal, können Sie das erkennen? Kommen Sie, reißen Sie ein bisschen zusammen. Für mich ist auch die 6. Stunde hier. So.
All right, I don't recognize that at all. I'm very bad with geography, so I'm assuming from the title of the video, it's probably Iraq-ish. I don't know. Is it? Oh, it's the Middle East. Oh, okay. Oops. It's the Middle East. Okay.
So. Also, wir begeben uns ein bisschen zurück ins Jahr, sagen wir mal, 1953. Im Iran regiert das Böse, Mohammed Mossadegh.
Was? Der Mann war Rechtsanwalt.
Sag ich doch, das Böse.
Oh. So, I know he's being sarcastic. That man was evil for being a lawyer? I think they're proving a point. Like, the evil! Mohammed! He was a lawyer. But he was evil anyways!
Unsinn. Der Mann war demokratisch gewählt. Der trat ein für eine Trennung von
Oh, wow. This is interesting. Hold on.
Staat und Kirche.
Ja, aber er wollte ans Öl.
Was? Wieso?
So he was that particular gentleman vouched for the separation of church and state, which is huge. I feel like the separation of church and state is a power play because I feel like church and state working together are horrible. Absolutely horrible. I don't agree with it. I feel like there's a lot of immoral things that have transpired from that, you know, unfortunately. And, you know, when you keep them separate, it's okay to believe in whatever you believe in, but I feel like keeping that separate from lawmaking is crucial to creating a more stable society, possibly even stable economy. Oh, man. But, yeah, he wanted oil. Oh, you know how America feels about its oil, bro. Yikes. What's up, German chocolate ball? Am I Christian? No, I used to be. I'm not Christian anymore. I don't even think I'm really religious like that. I probably should figure something out before I randomly get hit by a bus or something.
Na gut, also er wollte dem hungernden iranischen Volk sein eigenes Öl zurückgeben, das sich die Briten geschnappt hatten. Aber das sind Details, das brauchen Sie nicht. Sie sind Amerika.
Der Mann muss weg.
Genau. Ein Problem.
So America, all America sees, right, basically is like, well, they want oil, so they're obviously enemies. Enemies. All I see are you want oil? Enemies. You want oil? Enemies. Enemies.
Ein Problem. Der Mann ist demokratisch gewählt.
Yes. Okay. So that's something that they're keying in on. This man, that Muhammad at the time, that Muhammad was democratically elected. So why did America feel the need to jump in and get involved and intervene? I think this was about the crisis with, you know what I'm saying? Crisis with, you know what I'm saying? I can't say the name. I'll have to bleep that out.
Schicke ich die CIA.
Gut, jawohl. Die CIA besticht jetzt die Presse, Abgeordnete und kauft sich ein paar Gangsterbanden. Die versetzen dieses Land Iran ins Chaos, bis die Armee putscht und sie ihren Mann, den Schah, einsetzen können.
Klingt aber schon ein bisschen nach Verschwörungstheorie, oder?
Ja, das war's auch bis letztes Jahr. Da hat die CIA die Akten geöffnet.
Whoa, wait a minute. So this is released to the public records? Is this confirmed? Is this confirmed? Did the CIA actually like accidentally release this information and made it public? They made it public? Really? Hold on. What the fuck, bro? We got to do some research real quick. This is huge. So USA and Shah of Iran. Yo, B Shocks, we completed the goal, man. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. It really means a lot. Holy schmoly. Boom. All right. In 1953, it says here, the Iranian coup d'etat, known in Iran as the 28 Mordad coup d'etat, was the overthrow of the democratically elected Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh, or whatever. Mossadegh, in favor of strengthening the monarchical rule of the Shah, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, in August 1953. It was orchestrated by the United States under the name TPA JAX projects, like the Tipajax project. I'll just call it the Tipajax project, under the name Tipajax project or Operation Ajax, and the United Kingdom under Operation Boot. The clergy also played a considerable role. Bro, what the fuck? Oh my God, man. This is so scummy.
Klingt aber schon ein bisschen nach Verschwörungstheorie.
Because at first, it's real easy to gaslight the public and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a conspiracy theory. I'll ask this question again, chat. Was 911 an inside job? Is there anything that has been released that would point you to believe that 911 was an inside job? I keep hearing that, and I don't want to believe that because I feel like it was just like, man, you know, boom. But I also made a statement in a video. How is it that those aircraft made it all the way inside our defenses? Dude, you know what's crazy? What if documents get exposed to the public that show what actually happened at that time. That would be, oh, dude, that would shift. That would tear America apart, bro. It would tear America apart. But if they had something like this hidden, bro, just imagine. This is nutty, bro. Nutty.
Theorie, oder?
Ja, das war's auch. Bis letztes Jahr, da hat die CIA die Akten geöffnet.
Ah, dann ist das jetzt Geschichte.
The way to
Kann man
go.
so sagen. Und das Schöne darin ist, Ihr Schah hat im Iran quasi eine stabile Diktatur installiert, die Ihnen und den Briten die Ölquellen sichert.
Wir haben also die westlichen Werte erfolgreich verteidigt.
Ja, bis das Böse wieder sein Haupt erhebt.
So I also think about this a lot, man. Protecting Western values, right? Basically, if it isn't American westernized culture, it's basically evil, right? So do we just have a answer this for me, please, as honestly as you can. If there are societies that basically don't align with America's ideology of what a society should be, isn't America basically kind of invading these countries and what is it called, man? What is it called? Colonizing in a way, like I guess putting its own beliefs, thoughts, and ideas and making that the one above all others. Like I can't phrase the question in a way it's super articulate right now because I'm trying to process what I'm saying. Do you think that America's goal is to make the world one type of society, a democracy, which isn't bad, I don't think, but is that the idea? If the invasion pays out for the U.S. No, you don't think so? Yeah, that'd be pretty extreme to say. So I guess the better question would be like, what do you think the purpose of America is when we do things like this? From what I've seen, I think it's 1000% money driven. I mean, every country is money driven, but I really feel like it's a money thing, kind of. What is the purpose of America? What is America's purpose in the world? When you see America on the news, what is America's purpose in the world? Like, are you afraid that America is basically like the Homelander of the world, if you guys have seen The Boys? Or do you think that America is more of a, I don't know, boom. Sergeant Bladewing says, as long as the country has oil, America will bring democracy. Sheesh. Aim Force One TV says, it's two thug parties giving each other's rounds and deleting the progress over the other one. No, I think the USA is just on the search for money. They only fight for oil and other things. Dat Eddie says, it's a good question, but I think they want to be a superpower and want to protect their country and their lifestyle, which means sometimes an invasion would help reach that goal. So from what I can sum up with these answers, America's number one purpose is to preserve its status in the world as a superpower and to preserve its values and influence. Sometimes invasions of other countries are necessary, but I guess the disguising of that kind of an invasion, right, would be like, oh, we're just helping them out, we're helping them make their society better. Look at what they were before and look at where they are now with us. See, like, I'm not saying we're like the most evil group of people on the planet. I just feel like we have played cloak and dagger with our motives for so long that it's hard to really take what politicians from America are saying, or politicians anywhere, but definitely since I'm specifically talking about America right now, it's hard to take what any of them are saying seriously when there is contradicting events happening worldwide that directly correlate with what America is involved in. You know, it's sad. It's honestly really sad. Splo says, I believe we have a slightly distorted perception of what freedom is here in America. I also agree. I agree. I definitely agree. I feel like right now, this is the period of time where we're understanding what those boundaries that we've crossed with our freedoms are right now, you know, with like what we've established. I feel like $5K for an ambulance is not freedom. True. Oh, Shlomo almost says, today after I watch all the Volker Pisper videos, I wanted to tell you to watch Die Anstalt. Well, we're here. We're here. We are here, my guy. Let's go, man. Damn.
Was, noch mehr Anwälte? Nein, schlimmer. Hören Sie, jetzt, der Schah hat sein Volk so unterdrückt, dass radikale Islamisten unter Ayatollah Khomeini den Schah beiseite schaffen und selbst ein religiöses Terrorregime eröffnen.
Was? Da muss ich eingreifen.
Nein, ruhig Brauner, das lassen wir jetzt mal jemand anders ran. Ne?
Hussein, den bombe ich weg.
Nein! Hussein marschiert in den Iran ein. Er kämpft gegen das Böse.
So, are they saying Saddam is actually a good dude? Or he had good intentions? And then we made him out to be the bad guy? I don't know about that one, Chief. I do not know about that one right there. Chief!
Dann schicke ich ihm Waffen.
No, nur ein kleines Problem.
Was ist das denn?
Ein Waffenembargo.
Oh, sheesh. There's an arms embargo. Ugh, what the freak?
Weiß was? Ich schicke nur Einzelteile.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Controlling women's bodies isn't freedom. You're right. You're right. America's on a really weird tirade right now about this whole, like, you know, pro-life thing, which I'm like, man, bro, if it's not your body, stay out of people's business. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. It's real weird. V-Shocks, man. Take care. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Nicht schlecht, ne? Der eine schickt Senf, der andere Gas. Was können Sie dafür, dass Hussein Senfgas draus macht? Nicht.
Oh, shit. So it's okay. You know, one sends mustard, the other person sends gas. I mean, if Hussein decides to make mustard gas out of it, it's not on us. Mustard gas is actually bleach and ammonia, obviously. I get the joke, but dang.
So, Hussein führt 8 Jahre lang Krieg, 750.000 Tote. Die Giftgasangriffe erfolgen übrigens mit Ihrem Wissen.
Also das ist jetzt aber Verschwörungstheorie.
Ja, das war es auch bis letztes Jahr. Da hat die CIA die Akten geöffnet.
Sagen wir mal,
Yikes, bro. So the CIA just, like, exposed themselves? Yo, V-Shocks, man. Thank you so much for the bets. I really appreciate you, man. Aidenman. Boom. Oh, Manu. Okay, so he made it clear. So the statement that was made earlier, right here, like, it's like, if you don't have mustard gas, you send the mustard and the gas separately. You know what I'm saying? Boom. So look. Hold on. I'll explain what he's saying in a second, because I get it now.
Hat sein Volk so unterdrückt, dass radikale Islamisten unter Ayatollah Khomeini den Schah beiseite schaffen und selbst ein religiöses Terrorregime eröffnen.
was? Da muss ich eingreifen.
Nein, ruhig Brauner, das lassen wir jetzt mal jemand anders ran. Ne?
Hussein, den bombe ich weg.
Nein! Hussein marschiert in den Iran ein. Er kämpft gegen das Böse.
He's fighting the evil.
Dann schicke ich ihm Waffen.
No, nur ein kleines Problem.
Was ist das denn?
So because there was a weapons embargo in Iraq, right? Or Iran. Oh my goodness. Iran, Iraq. I mix them up. I shouldn't, but man. So since there was a weapons embargo, the way around that is to send bits and pieces of the weapons to them. Like, have them build the weapons themselves. Here are all the parts. Here are the instructions on how to build what you want. But we're not going to explicitly just send you outright, you know, glizzies. Because, you know, obviously it's against your anti-glizzy contract. Or anti-glizzy philosophy, you know?
Ein Waffenembargo.
Scheiß Pazifisten.
Ja.
Imagine getting, like, instructions on how to build a glizzy from IKEA. IKEA.
Ich weiß was.
Was?
Ich schicke nur Einzelteile.
Ja, nicht schlecht. Nee, der eine schickt Senf, der andere Gas. Was können Sie dafür, dass Hussi ein Senfgas draus macht? Nicht. So, Hussein führt 8 Jahre lang Krieg, 750.000 Tote. Die Giftgasangriffe erfolgen übrigens mit Ihrem Wissen.
Also das ist jetzt aber Verschwörungstheorie.
Oh, yeah, dude. Totally conspiracy theory. Dude, conspiracy theory is one of the biggest words that people use when they're actively gaslighting you, man. Don't get gaslit, bro. I've been gaslit my whole life. I've been gaslit my whole life, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure most people over here that watch and consume some kind of American media, news media, they've also been gaslit to some degree. So it's making me question a lot of the events that we have gotten ourselves involved in, if like there were ulterior motives or not. There probably were, if they're just not made public yet. So imagine 50 years from now, we get all the answers we've been wanting about big events that happened years ago, like decades ago, you know? Whew! Man.
Ja, das war es auch bis letztes Jahr. Da hat die CIA die Akten geöffnet.
Sagen wir, haben die Idioten keinen Schredder?
Ja,
I have something that might make a bit of sense. This might, and you're going to see this happen. Mark my words, chat, and everybody watching this on YouTube. What's happening right now, Canada's doing it, so the rest of the world is probably going to follow in its footsteps. Some countries have already started to do it. People aren't stupid. People are stupid, but they're not stupid, right? People are sick and tired of being lied to by their own country, so like their politicians, and their news outlets, because politicians can directly control the news outlets. But what could not be controlled for a long time? Well, people turn to the internet because at some point it went from us watching cat videos and getting a laugh and briefly escaping the harsh realities of the cruel world to us getting all of our information from the internet. So now that big media corporations and the government realize the power that social media has, certain countries now, as of recent, are silencing the biggest creators on the platform unless they preach certain things, right? They preach certain things. Like if you talk about sensitive topics, you have to talk about them in a way that your government agrees with it and the social media platform agrees with it, and advertisers, of course. And it's getting to a point where it's like the big media is like, well, if they're not going to listen to the puppeteers that we've been putting in front of their faces for all these decades and damn near a century, how about we turn content creators into the new puppeteers? We will either demonetize them if they don't preach what we want them to preach, or we'll help them out if they tell their audiences what we want them to tell them. That's what's happening a lot more now. Canada just rolled out they're pushing a bill that basically, if I were to paraphrase it, if your content is not Canadian enough, it will be suppressed by the government. It sounds ridiculous, right? Imagine if Germany's like, if your content's not German enough, it'll get buried on YouTube. Bro, if your content's not American enough, it'll get buried on YouTube. Bro, shit like that. So how people were easily able to get fooled and baffled by what they saw on the news, and how the news was able to easily fear monger. And then you had people on the internet go like, hey, no, bro, don't worry about it. That's not what's going on. This is actually what's happening. And then it calmed people's nerves for a little bit, because now people have instant access to information. I think that the government and the mainstream media now understands the power of the internet. So now the move is to suppress the internet as much as humanly possible so they can still run with the same narratives that they've been running with for decades, right? And effectively try to brainwash people into thinking whatever they want them to think. That's what I think is happening. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me, but I feel like that is actively what is being implemented, you know, It sounds impossible to control. How are they going to suppress everything Canadians say? Easy. They start off with keywords and whatever. If you talk about any topics that are like, whatever they deem not Canadian enough, whatever they deem not Canadian enough, which it's ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. I agree with you. It is a ridiculous rule. They can just demonetize you for them thinking that your content is not Canadian enough. But similarly, right? Let's say the government's like, ooh, if you're talking about let's say a crazy event happens. Let's say something explodes in the middle of Canada or in Germany. Something explodes in the middle of Germany, and it was an unprovoked, conflict from another country that caused the explosion, right? And YouTubers decide to cover it. They're like, this is messed up. The government needs to do something, but the government doesn't want you to talk about it the way you're talking about it. They'll just suppress the video. So A, it won't even reach as many viewers as it should be reaching. And B, they'll cut advertisements. What Canada is doing right now as well is they're also setting it up so that they're controlling which advertisers go to which channels now on YouTube in Canada. So if your channel does not align with their ideas or beliefs, or if they deem your content not Canadian enough, basically, they can suppress your channel. They can dictate which advertisers pay what money and what funds that will go to your channel. And you'll go from making however many thousands of dollars you were making a month on YouTube to making basically barely pennies, because people are just bitter and they want a certain narrative to get spun, Shlomo almost said, if your content's too German, you'll get banned. You're right. Metla says, difficult topic. Freedom of speech is important, but it's also important not to let people spread lies, propaganda, hate speech, and stuff freely. And laws are usually not a sharp razor, but a big hammer, which makes it hard to look at cases individually. And I absolutely agree with you. This is an interesting conversation.
So, Vorsicht hinter Ihnen. Was? Nein. Hier, die Russen marschieren in Afghanistan ein.
Oh my God.
Da muss ich eingreifen.
Naja, das tun sie im Prinzip schon.
And this is where the proxy war began. So Russians invaded Afghanistan, and then so that America didn't fight Russia directly, we just fueled their enemies, basically. This is pretty much how I understand what a proxy war is. It's like it's like if you pay someone to fight your battles for you, and Russia pays it's like if Russia, supplies weapons to the U.S. enemies and America supplies weapons to the Russian enemies, that's a proxy war. It's like, okay, I'm not fighting you, but I'm supporting your bully. I'm supporting your enemy, But the video you just watched, U.S. government wanted to not be allowed. The Anstalt is one of the shows with the most lawsuits. Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Rüsten radikale Islamisten auf.
Radikale Islamisten gegen die Russen.
Ja.
Toll, ja. Moment. Radikale Islamisten, bekämpfe ich die im Iran als das Böse?
Ja, aber gegen die sehr bösen Russen sind die
weniger böse.
Ja.
Wunderbar.
Like they're evil, but these guys are less evil. Okay, hold on. Let me go back.
in Afghanistan ein.
Da muss ich eingreifen.
Naja, das tun sie im Prinzip schon. Sie rüsten radikale Islamisten auf.
Radikale Islamisten gegen die Russen.
Ja.
Toll, ja. Moment. Radikale Islamisten, bekämpfe ich die im Iran.
So radical Islamists are the people that you're actually already fighting in Iran. So, you're fighting radicals in Iran already. But
Iran als das Böse?
Ja, aber gegen die sehr bösen Russen sind die
Weniger böse.
Ja.
Oh, so they're saying, okay, like the radical Islamists you've been fighting in Iran for a little bit are basically less evil than the Russians that just invaded Afghanistan. So that's the part of the satire that they slid in there, man. Real most likely, what's up? Hey, you're from New York? You're in New York right now? Hey, what's up, man?
Wunderbar. Da werde ich mich gleich mal bedanken bei einem der Anführer, die da für uns in Afghanistan kämpfen. Wie heißt denn da jemand?
Osama Bin Laden.
Ich rufe später an.
Gut.
Oh my God, bro.
Über 1 Million tote Zivilisten später.
Das Gute hat gesiegt.
Ja, bis das Böse wieder sein Haupt erhebt.
Was? Die Russen kommen.
1 million people lost their lives. 1 million people. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize it was that many people. 1 million people.
Zurück.
Nein, Saddam Hussein.
Aber der war doch gerade eben der Gute.
Ja, aber jetzt marschiert er gerade in Kuwait ein.
Da muss ich eingreifen. Oder helfen?
Naja, schwierig zu sagen. Kuwait, sagen wir mal so, absolutistische Monarchie, ohne Frauenwahlrecht dafür mit Sklavenhandel.
Er kämpft also für die westlichen Werte.
Ja.
Oh my God. So it's like, so Kuwait, should we invade them or help them? It's like, well, there's no rights for women, but there's the slave trade. They got that out there. It's like, oh, okay, so he supports Western values. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, what the fuck? Oh my gosh. Killer Bunny, take care. Just came back home from a concert. You're so drained. Gotta sleep. Good night. All right, Anna, you have a good night. Take care. Sleep well. Schlaf gut. Sehr, sehr, sehr gut. All right.
Er will ans Öl.
Was? Mein Öl? Meine Werte? Ich meine, da muss jemand eingreifen. Warum tut denn niemand was?
Ja, die Vereinten Nationen sind nicht so in Kriegs...
They make America look like this like oil thirsty country that has like all these like, you know, military capabilities that can obviously like they're very very impactful and stuff like that, right? But the way that America's portrayed is very interesting because it makes us seem very spineless. It's like, wait a minute, oil? What? Like we have a one-track mind. Oil. Did you just say that? I mean, listen, like I feel like America is the kind of country where, like, you know, we'll be best friends, like decades and decades and centuries of years of relationships with you know, countries and stuff that have been in NATO, and the first sniff or whiff of another country's, especially an ally's, interest in oil or anything that aligns with the US's, like, you know, wants, desires that would possibly clash. Like maybe, like, you know, I don't know, France wants a little bit too much oil from a country we're looking at. Well, now we're enemies. I feel like America would not hesitate to run over anybody for its values, man. At all, you know, at all, ultimately at all. And then sell it. Like, you know, that's the only way we could do things. Like that's the way it had to be, you know? Like, don't feel too bad. It had to be this way, you know? It just is what it is.
Laune.
Scheiß Pazifisten! Wissen die denn nicht, dass irakische Soldaten Säuglinge aus Brutkästen herausgerissen
Jesus.
haben?
Wo haben Sie das denn her?
Hat eine Hebamme ausgesagt. Öffentlich. Sie wird sich später als Tochter des kuwaitischen Botschafters herausstellen.
Die ganze Geschichte ist frei erfunden?
Von einer amerikanischen PR-Agentur. Manchmal braucht das Böse auch ein bisschen Publicity.
Oh my. What the heck? Bro, I can see how this show got, like, lit under fire, man. I bet you people back here were watching this like, wait a minute, hold up. Delete this! Delete this! He's speaking fast.
Sie Schlingel. Gut, die Weltöffentlichkeit ist empört. Sie haben Ihren Krieg, Wirtschaftsembargo, über 1 Million Tote.
Das Gute hat wieder gesiegt.
bis das Böse wieder sein Haupt erhebt.
Oh my
Denn seitdem
God,
sind in
bro.
Kuwait amerikanische Soldaten stationiert und Al-Qaida und Osama Bin Laden empfinden das als Entweihung der heiligen Erde.
Oh, so America sent its soldiers over to, Kuwait, and then Osama like, bro, this is sacred lands. Why are you here? Get the hell out. What the freak?
So, den Rest kennen Sie, Afghanistan, 9/11, Osama Bin Laden, World Trade Center, 3000 Tote.
Woher kommt denn all der Hass auf den Westen? Ich weiß es nicht. Sagen Sie mal, die Al-Qaida, wo kriegt die eigentlich ihr Geld her?
Oh, bis jetzt von Ihnen.
Hoppala.
Ja, und von Saudi-Arabien, Katar und Kuwait.
Eingreifen, wegbomben!
Nein, das geht nicht. Das sind die Guten, die haben zu viele von Ihnen Werten.
Irgendwas in der Nähe?
Back up. Hold on, I'm back this up a little bit. Seen the never-ending story. Hold on.
Saudi-Arabien, Katar und Kuwait.
Eingreifen, wegbomben!
Nein, das geht nicht. Das sind die Guten, die haben zu viele von Ihnen Werten.
Dann irgendwas in der Nähe?
Ja, Irak wäre gerade frei.
Da war ich schon lange nicht.
Ja, gut.
Außerdem
Was denn?
hat Saddam Hussein Massenvernichtungswaffen, sagt die Hebamme.
Was?
Wow, bro. What's up, Jojo? Jesus Christ.
Sehr, sehr gut. Sie marschieren zum zweiten Mal in den Irak ein, 100.000 Tote und Saddam Hussein wandert von seinem Erdloch in ein anderes Erdloch.
Ah, Mission accomplished.
Bis das Böse wieder sein Haupt erhebt. Die ISIS nutzt das von ihnen hinterlassene Chaos und auch die von ihnen hinterlassenen Waffen, um einen perversen Gottesstaat zu errichten.
Verdammt, muss ich jetzt gegen die ganz Bösen kämpfen. Dann nehme ich vielleicht einen Halbbösen, die in Iran.
Wie?
Oder vielleicht den Assad, der ist dreiviertel böse.
Bro,
Ich weiß
this
doch auch nicht.
is...
Sagen Sie mal, gibt es bei diesen ganzen religiösen Fanatikern...
You can see how quickly one situation became a wildfire of micro situations that all grew into tumors of crazy, detrimental situations that America got involved in. All because of some damn oil, bruh. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro.
wenigstens einen Demokraten, der für die Trennung von Staat und Kirche eintritt.
Ja, da hat's jemand gegeben. Mossadegh, aber den wollten sie als
Yeah,
erstes.
exactly. Like they went around in circles so much. The original guy they wanted to get removed. I mean, that guy is a memory, like a figment of like our imaginations at this point. We're on some no shit. We're on some other shit right now. Like this is crazy. Let's run that back. I want to run this back so I get this
Ja, da hat
right here.
Iran. Oder vielleicht den Assad, der ist dreiviertel böse. Ich weiß es doch auch nicht. Sagen Sie mal, gibt es bei diesen ganzen religiösen Fanatikern nämlich wenigstens einen Demokraten, der für die Trennung von Staat und Kirche eintritt?
Yo, bruh. Like I said, it goes in a circle, so I get this. So basically, you have like these different people who are in power, and eventually gets to the point where church and state are one thing. The Holy Land, the whole Saddam Hussein thing, blah blah blah. You know, bam. Like not Saddam Hussein, but Osama bin Laden is like, wait a minute, this is holy ground, blah 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 blah. Church and state together, bam. And then you got this guy playing as America, and he's like, wait a minute, isn't there anybody that could fight for a democracy and the separation of church and state, where people can vote for people in power instead of people just being placed in power, and you know the religion and the law making process are just like blended together. And it takes us back to how we got involved in the first place. The Mossadegh guy, the Mossadegh dude. I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna call him Mossadegh.
Ja, da hat's jemand gegeben. Mossadegh, aber den
Mossadegh. Okay, Mossadegh. My bad.
wollten sie als erstes loswerden.
Gut, dass ich eingegriffen habe.
So basically, we could have let them handle this whole situation themselves. We could have let them handle this entire situation by themselves. But we intervened and fucked it up and started all these other micro wars, bro. Like, give away control? No, 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 never that. Never that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Boys and girls, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This is very eye-opening, and obviously, as I always like to say, if you guys have anything you would like me to check out, please join our Discord and submit a video idea there, or go in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want me to check out next. But this is also very eye-opening. Well, honestly, to give you guys some insight, and so I don't just leave this off on a dry note. Volker Pisper broke down the USA and the anti-deal situation, and it gave me a very, very different perspective and left a bitter taste in my mouth with what actually transpired with the war in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? And the Anstalt basically gave its own version of recent events that transpired. Well, I guess that transpired between 1953 all the way up to 2014, of the crisis with, ISIS, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to see what the situation is for what it actually is from a different perspective, from a country that's not the US, because the US preaches a very particular narrative and has preached a very particular narrative for so long. So to see this, in a satirical, setting, it's funny, but it's also jarring a little bit. It's a lot of it, actually. It's very jarring because it's like, we did all of this stuff, and we could have just left it all alone and had a different approach to get exactly what we wanted. I feel like diplomacy would have definitely worked. We didn't have to, hold people to the fire to get what we desired. So I'm not sure what you guys think about this whole thing. I'm pretty sure, the wool was never pulled over you guys' eyes. It was over mine and, other Americans here. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. And we will get into more interesting little stand-up things, man, in the near future. But as always, like I like to say, like, comment, subscribe, and make sure you follow me on Twitch. We go live every single day. I'll see you soon. Peace!